Disability Connections is Middle Georgia's unique organization governed and run by people with disabilities. DC's mission is to enable people with disabilities to attain and have access to all opportunities in life. We serve people with disabilities in 12 counties in Middle Georgia. We are here to assist people to get connected to the community, resources, ideas, and opportunities for leading and pursuing a better life of their own choosing. Our core services are information and resource referral, which is making sense of information and community resources that relate to disability and community resources and opportunities. Peer support is a way we connect people with disabilities with trained peer supporters who share their valuable life experiences. Peer support is the heart of DC. Nearly everything we do is done through peer support. Advocacy. We help empower individuals to advocate in their own lives. We call this self-advocacy. And for those willing to work alongside other people with disabilities to advocate for the rights of all people with disabilities, we call this systems advocacy. Independent living skills training. We give people with disabilities the knowledge and skills to lead a more productive and independent life. We provide training one-on-one and sometimes in larger groups, as well as online. Transitions. We help coordinate resources and services to enable individuals with disabilities to leave nursing facilities or institutions, or prevent individuals from even going into a nursing facility or institution. We also do youth transition for youth ages 14 to 24 with disabilities. We provide independent living services to empower self-determination and connections to opportunities to achieve independence in the community. You can call us at 478-741-1425. You can even text that number. You can also visit our website at www.disabilityconnections.com.
Good morning, and we are live at Mossy Creek Middle, and my name is Adonis, and here's Chase.
Hey everyone, we are, like you said, at Mossy Creek. We are going to be watching the, I believe it's the Rolling Trojans versus the Houston County Sharks, and it's going to be a pretty good game. I'm looking forward to seeing who wins. Both these teams are very good. And I'm not really sure I have a whole lot of good predictions right now. What about you, Adonis?
I mean, both of these are really good teams, so I'm not too sure on what's going to happen.
Shoot, we're going to have to watch and find out. If you guys want to watch this live, there's a couple of ways to do that. A is just being here. One of the things that you guys can also do if you guys want to join us is you guys can join our media camp and our media team. Actually, that's a couple of the POVs that you guys are going to be seeing today is from some of our students that have joined our media team, and they learned how to use this equipment. They learned about audio. They learned about camera angles, lighting, and all of that. Just really valuable information. So if you guys want to learn more about that, you can find out more at disabilityconnections.com or call us at 478-741-1425.
And if you had to choose, what would you say your early predictions are? I mean, I know both of us said that they're like really good teams, but if you had to go with one team,
I guess if I have to go with one or the other, I like the Sharks a lot. And if it was basketball, I think I'd probably go with the Sharks. But I think I'm going to go with the Trojans right now because they have been undefeated so far. But we're going to see. That could change today. We're just going to have to watch and find out.
And if a couple of you viewers don't know, and Chase, it's a possibility you didn't know this, the Peach County Trojans actually moved up to a varsity team. That's why they're playing the varsity Sharks.
Gotcha.
And the way that it works is that if there's a team that possibly wants to go down to junior varsity, then a team who wants to take that spot can move up to varsity. And they are a varsity team because the the DeKalb Silver Streaks had lost their best player, who is Najee Smothers, and so the Trojans were able to move up to a varsity team. That's how they're able to go against the varsity Sharks.
Okay. So, like you were saying, two very solid teams. I'm looking forward to this. This is gonna be a pretty crazy game. What are your predictions for the score? What are you
For
thinking?
for the score, I'm not too sure what it might be, but my guess is that it'll be really close and it'll probably be uh, somewhere around 12 to 10, or maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I've seen a couple of games. It could go either way. It could be a low score game where both teams are really good on defense, or there could be a really high score and both teams are just going heavily on offense. We're gonna have to see. Which team do you think has more of an offensive play style, or do you know?
I mean, if I'm being honest, in my free time, I've went to both of their practices. I've seen how the Trojans and the Sharks play. I feel like the Trojans have really an aggressive like play style, but on the other hand, I feel like once the Sharks actually start like becoming more and more one of a team, then they'll be able to try and overcome like whatever the score difference may be.
Well, shoot, we're gonna have to find out. So, what do you think is kind of going through these players' minds right now before the game starts, and what do you think they should be focusing on at this moment?
Uh, Possibly that uh, that they want to like beat each other, and I feel like one main thing that should go on is the mentality that they have in order to help each other to help themselves win as a team.
sanctioned events. Profanities, degrading remarks, and intimidating actions directed at officials, competitors, or other spectators will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the event site. Spectators are not allowed to enter the competition area prior to, during, or after the conclusion of the contest. Violators are subject to removal from the venue. Thank you for your cooperation in the promotion of good sportsmanship at today's event.
So, one of the main themes I see in this is teamwork. How important is that in a game like this?
Teamwork is really important, and by the looks of it, it seems like both teams have a lot of uh, good teammates around them, and it seems like both teams are really in it to try and make a good start on the year.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing some good plays, good passes, good shots. I think it's going to be a good game. So, how does this game kind of start? How do they decide who gets the ball and what that looks like?
I believe that it's kind of like football, where they do a coin toss.
Okay.
Uh, it could be different. It could be the same. Uh, I'm not 100% sure.
All right. There's the bell. I'm going to go main one of the cameras. And I look forward to seeing this game.
Yes.
Let's see.
All right, so here is the start of the game. Both teams are getting on the court, and it seems like the Trojans have the ball first. And we see that the Sharks have a good defense set up for right now. And it seems like there's a small delay because of something going on. All right, so the Trojans are about to start. Well, I'm not sure what's going on. All right, now the game is about to start. So here's the Trojans with the ball. Number 11, uh, number 23 passed the ball. He passed it to Jace. And here goes Caden with the ball. And Anthony Cutie with the block. That was such a nice block. And the Trojans the number 10 with the ball. Tries to pass, but Champ Ryan with the steal. So the Trojans have the ball back. Passes it to the goalie, but it slips out of his hands and it goes out of bounds. So now it is the Sharks' ball. So we see Champ Ryan, number 31 for the Sharks, passing in the ball to number 2, Caden Nelson, going up the court. And Jaden with a nice block. And Layla with a nice block also. Passes it to Champ Ryan, and he was also blocked. I like how these teams are just going head to head and trying their absolute best to get by. And Jaden with that was a nice try for the catch for Jaden. And we see the Trojans going up the court. And Champ Ryan has the ball again. Passes it to number 2, Caden Nelson. And Caden fakes it. and and it is apparently out because he attempted a nice fake shot, but wasn't able to pull it off. And now it is the Trojans ball. Passes it to number 31. Pat tried to pass it to number 10, but it hits off his wheel and goes out of bounds. That was a nice pass attempt. And it is the Sharks ball. Caden Nelson has it. Trying to get her on his defender. Pass it to Layla Kindness. And number 31 is blocking her. And Champ Bryan gets the block. Passes it to, tries to pass it to Caden, but Champ gets it back. And Layla with the ball. And Jaden with a nice block to cut him off. And Layla with the shot, but the goalie blocks it and it goes out of bounds. It is still the Sharks ball. Passes it to Layla Kindness. Number 31 tries to catch up, but she passes it. And Caden with the score. What a nice shot. And now it is the Trojans ball. We see Jace, number 10, with the ball. And their goalie comes out. And number 31 has the ball. Passes it to their goalie. And Caden with the nice steal and the score. Well, the referees are saying that the basket is no good. It is the Trojans ball. Number 10 has it. And it slips out of the Trojans' hands, and number 2, Caden Nelson, has the ball. Going down, passes it to Layla. And she scores again. The Sharks are up 2-0. So now it is the Trojans ball. Number 10 with the ball. Passes it to 31. Passes back to number 10. And number 31 has it. Passes it to their goalie. And he shoots but could not score because Anthony Cutie with the nice block. And Champ Ryan tries to score, but he couldn't make it. That was a nice pass attempt. Or nice shot. And Caden Nelson with another steal. And he shoots. And I'm not sure what's going on. And number 10 has the ball, passes it back to number 31, but couldn't because he was being pressured by Layla Kindness. So now Champ Ryan is taking the ball out for the Sharks. Number 31 passes it to Caden Nelson. Tries to pass it to his brother Caleb, but couldn't. And Caden gets the ball again. And it slips out of everybody's hands and goes out of bounds. And now it is the Sharks ball. Champ Ryan passes it to Caden, and it was swatted away. And now the Sharks have it again. Caden Nelson going down the court with a little less than 25 seconds left. Passes it to Champ, but it goes out of bounds. That was a nice pass attempt to Champ Ryan. With 8 seconds left. And Caden Nelson with the ball, but he couldn't get it off in time. That was a nice first half. That was a really nice first half. That was a really nice first half, or first quarter. I honestly like the effort out of both teams, and with both of them going head to head, it was really something. So here's the second quarter. The Sharks are still up 2-0 from the first half, or the first quarter. So we see Dalton Crosby, number 3, throwing it to number 2, Caden Nelson. Caden going down the court, tries to pass it to Champ Ryan, but it hits one of the other players. And there is currently a red jersey for the Peach County Rolling Trojans because he is a able body and he's not able to score. He's able to take the ball up the court and pass, but he is not able to score. And that was a nice pass attempt from Caden to Asher Hayes. And he passed it to the goalie and passed it to number 10 and then 31 and then passes it to number 23. And Champ Ryan gets the steal, but is unfortunately able to hit the out of bounds line. And it is the Peach County Trojans ball now. And he was, and Layla Kindness with the steal. Caden Nelson has the ball going down the court with number 23 on him. Passes to Champ Ryan. Pass to Dalton Crosby, and tries to get that score. I'm completely sorry, everyone, but Dalton Crosby was not able to get that basket. That was a nice try to fake the ball, but was unable to get the help. And the goalie gets the ball. Dalton Crosby is there, and I like the aggressiveness from him. and the goalie throws it out of bounds. And so Champ Ryan throws it to Caden Nelson. Going down the court. Slaps it out of his hands, and it goes out of bounds. It is still the Sharks ball. And Caden Nelson has the ball. And he passes to Champ Ryan. Passes to Caden Nelson again, but unfortunately he was not able to connect that shot. And there is a timeout on the Sharks. The Sharks are still up 2-0 in the second quarter with 4 minutes and 43 seconds left. I guess we'll have to see what happens within the rest of this second quarter and the third quarter. And then after that, we have halftime. It is the Sharks ball. And there was a attempt. But was unable to connect the shot. And Champ Ryan gets the ball past to Caden Nelson, and that was a nice block by the goalie. And Layla Kindness with the ball, but the able body steals it, and Layla Kindness gets it back. And Caden Nelson with the shot, blocks, and with another shot, but it goes out of bounds off of the goalie. And it is the Sharks ball. Layla Kindness with the ball. Drives in, but gets blocked. Passes to Dalton Crosby. Pass to Caden Nelson. Passes to Dalton. That was some nice passing by Dalton Crosby and Caden Nelson. But the ball was unfortunately going out of bounds. The goalie has the ball. Passes to number 31. Passes to the able body. To number 31. Passes to, I'm not sure what number that is. And there was a jump ball. And it is the Peach County Trojans ball. And Caden Nelson with the ball, passes to Dalton Crosby. And he tries to score, but is unable to connect it. So it is now the Trojans ball. and the goalie has the ball, passes it to number 31, passes it to number 10, and the Trojans with a basket. And here goes Kate Nelson with the ball. Pass to Layla Kindness. And with the ball blocked, And Dalton Crosby get the ball back. Pass to Kate Nelson. Pass to Champ Bryan. But it slips out. Dawson has it, and he gets blocked. And Layla scores. The score is back up to a 2-point lead. With a little less than 50 seconds left. The Sharks has the ball. No, the Trojans has the ball. Number 23 gets it, but it slips out of his hands. And number 31 was blocked by Anthony Cutie. That was a nice block. And number 23 gets it. And Caden Nelson steals the ball. And Dawson Crosby gets it, and it unfortunately goes out of bounds. And that is the end of the second quarter. The Sharks are up 3-1. That was some nice hustle from both teams. Although the Trojans are trying their best, the Sharks are just one step ahead of them. And I personally feel like this game would lead over onto the Sharks side. But the Trojans do have a chance to come back. So both teams are back on the court. And I believe it is the Trojans ball. No, it is the Sharks ball. And Caden Nelson has the ball. Coming down the court. And he passes it to Dalton Crosby. And what a nice block from the goalie. And I see that number 31 for the Trojans is currently inside of the goal. And it is still the Sharks ball. And what a nice block from the goalie. And what a nice score from Caden Nelson, 4-1. The score is now 4-1. The Sharks are up by 3. And Dalton Crosby has the ball. And I'm not sure what he was doing, but it is now the Sharks' ball. And Caden Nelson is coming down the court. He slips in past the Dawson Crosby, passes back, and he was called for a crease violation. So the shot that he took did not count. So now it is the Trojans' ball. And number 12 shot it and was blocked, and there was a shot again, but it was also blocked. So now it is the Sharks' ball because there was a crease violation. And for those who don't know what a crease violation is, the crease violation is a certain spot within the paint for the within the paint of the 3-point line that only the goalie is able to go in. And Caden Nelson with the ball, pass to Layla Kindness, and her shot was blocked, so it is the Sharks' ball. Caden Nelson with the ball, slips through the defenders, it tries to score but was blocked, and it will go out of bounds, still being the Sharks' ball. And Caden Nelson has the ball, getting help from his teammates. And almost getting the ball stolen from him, and he passed to Jaden Screen, but was unable to. And Champ Bryant gets another shot. Now the score is 5-1. It is now the Trojans' ball. And there was a timeout. So out of this entire game, the Trojans do still have a chance to come back, but the Sharks are having their own fun and trying their best to score as much as possible. And so now both teams are out, and it is still the Trojans' ball. And so Caden Nelson with the steal for the Sharks. And Dalton Crosby has it, passing it to Caden, passing it to Layla, and it hits the side of the goal. And Jace Carter has it for the Trojans, and he passed it to his goalie. And Layla Kindness with the steal, and Jaden Screen also there, but the Trojans are able to get it back. But what a nice block. And Layla Kindness with the ball, passing it to Caden Nelson. And scoring 6-1. I guess the Sharks didn't come to play. So it is the Trojans' ball. And number 10, Jace, I believe his last name is Carson, has the ball. And passing it to number 23, and then number 12, back to number 10. And Champ Ryan is there. And 3 Sharks members are there with him. And passing it to AJ, but the ball goes out of bounds. So it is the Sharks' ball. Caden Nelson has the ball going down the court. Passing it to Champ Ryan, but it unfortunately slips out of his hands. That was a nice try for that pass. And one thing that I like about Caden is that he throws like good passes, and unfortunately the goalie fell out of his chair. So the score is now 7-1 because Layla Kindness was able to see that opening and luckily get that shot open. And so the Trojans have the ball. And it went out of bounds. The Sharks currently has the ball. Caden Nelson coming down the court. Looking for an open person or possibly some help. And he was apparently called for a 3-second violation. So now it is the Trojans' ball. And unfortunately, the ball did not get to where it needed to be. So now Caden Nelson has the ball. With a little less than 10 seconds left. What is he gonna do? Pass to Jaden, but unfortunately is not able to get to him. Well, that is the end of the third quarter. And whenever we get back, we will get right into the fourth. And for those who are wanting to join our media team, then here's our website link, and the website is www.disabilityconnections.com, and our phone number is 478-741-1425. And that is for whoever is wanting to join our media team. and here, and we will be right back with our halftime.
Beneath the hoops and bounce we find a beat. Adapting moves, ain't accepting defeat. In wheels we roll with a fierce kind of grace. Our game, our rules, we own this place. Slam dunk dreams under city lights. Night after night we rise to new heights. Spinning rims and sweat drips slow. In these courts it's heart and hustle we show. Rolling with the crew, feel the vibe ignite. Wheels on the ground, lifting spirits in flight. Pushing boundaries, breaking every mold. Wheelchair life's a story told bold. In every spin there's a lesson to teach. From pain to power our arms will reach. Concrete playgrounds echo with our names. Through every struggle we master the game. Bounce the ball, feel the shift in the air. United in spirit, no time to despair. Every pass, every shot like a symphony. Adapted sports, our badge of dignity. Rolling with the crew, feel the vibe ignite. Wheels on the ground, lifting spirits in flight. Pushing boundaries, breaking every mold. Wheelchair life's a story told bold.
Disability Connections is Middle Georgia's unique organization governed and run by people with disabilities. DC's mission is to enable people with disabilities to attain and have access to all opportunities in life. We serve people with disabilities in 12 counties in Middle Georgia. We are here to assist people to get connected to the community, resources, ideas, and opportunities for leading and pursuing a better life of their own choosing. Our core services are information and resource referral, which is making sense of information and community resources that relate to disability and community resources and opportunities. Peer support is a way we connect people with disabilities with trained peer supporters who share their valuable life experiences. Peer support is the heart of DC. Nearly everything we do is done through peer support. Advocacy. We help empower individuals to advocate in their own lives. We call this self-advocacy. And for those willing to work alongside other people with disabilities to advocate for the rights of all people with disabilities, we call this systems advocacy. Independent living skills training. We give people with disabilities the knowledge and skills to lead a more productive and independent life. We provide training one-on-one and sometimes in larger groups, as well as online. Transitions. We help coordinate resources and services to enable individuals with disabilities to leave nursing facilities or institutions, or prevent individuals from even going into a nursing facility or institution. We also do youth transition for youth ages 14 to 24 with disabilities. We provide independent living services to empower self-determination and connections to opportunities to achieve independence in the community. You can call us at 478-741-1425. You can even text that number. You can also visit our website at www.disabilityconnections.com.
Beneath the hoops and bounce we find a beat. Adapting moves ain't accepting defeat. In wheels we roll with a fierce kind of grace. Our game, our rules, we own this place. Slam dunk dreams under city lights. Night after night we rise to new heights. Spinning rims and sweat drips slow. In these courts it's heart and hustle we show. Rolling with the crew, feel the vibe ignite. Wheels on the ground, lifting spirits in flight. Pushing boundaries, breaking every mold. Wheelchair life's a story told bold. In every spin there's a lesson to teach. From pain to power our arms will reach. Concrete playgrounds echo with our names. Through every struggle we master the game. Bounce the ball, feel the shift in the air. United in spirit, no time to despair. Every pass, every shot like a symphony. Adapted sports, our badge of dignity. Rolling with the crew, feel the vibe ignite. Wheels on the ground, lifting spirits in flight. Pushing boundaries, breaking every mold. Wheelchair life's a story told bold. Beneath the hoops and bounce we find a beat. Adapting moves ain't
This game is brought to you by
accepting
Disability Connections, the Middle
In
Georgia
wheels we
Center
roll
for
with a
Independent
fierce
Living.
kind of grace.
Disability Connections is Middle
Our
Georgia.
game, our rules, we own this place. Slam dunk dreams under city lights. Night after night we rise to new heights. Spinning rims and sweat drips slow. In these courts it's heart and hustle we show. Rolling with the crew, feel the vibe ignite. Wheels on the ground, lifting spirits in flight. Pushing boundaries, breaking every mold. Wheelchair life's a story told bold. In every spin there's a lesson to teach. From pain to power our arms will reach. Concrete playgrounds echo with our names. Through every struggle we master the game. Bounce the ball, feel the shift in the air. United in spirit, no time to despair. Every pass, every shot like a symphony.
And we are back with the game, and currently the score is 7-1. The Sharks are up in the fourth quarter. But as of right now, the game is starting to look pretty good. Chase, what do you think?
I think it's been a very solid game. I was going to say, the Trojans, they haven't lost yet all season. And so this might be the game where we see that happens. Or they could pull through at the second half. We've seen it happen before. We could see it again. We're just going to have to keep on watching and see what that score is in the very end.
Yeah, that is so true. So, throughout the first half, I was saying that that the Trojans could catch up.
That's true.
But as of right now, it looks like the Sharks are just having a little bit too much fun and just going on a scoring spree.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this has been pretty insane. 7 points within the first half. That's kind of crazy, especially on the Trojans. The Trojans are not a bad team at all, but the Sharks are just going insane right now.
That is so true. And the second half has just started. And we see that Dalton just tried to pass the ball, but he wasn't able to. And apparently it is now the Sharks' ball. And Dalton Crosby gets the ball. Passes to Caleb. Pass to Caden. And another point. Wow. The Sharks are starting the second half strong. With a nice assist from Caleb Jordan, number 21. And it is the Trojans' ball. Number 10 has the ball now. Passes it to the able body. Passes back to number 10. Tries to score, but immediately is blocked. And the ball is going down the court. And Caden Nelson gets the ball and tries to save it, but he is unable to as it goes out of bounds. And so it is now the Trojans' ball. Number 10 is about to pass it in with a little less than 6 minutes and 15 seconds. And number 31 has the ball. Passes it to the able body. Passes it to number 23. And he is called for a crease violation. And what I forgot to mention earlier, before the game started, was that Uh, Currently, it is myself, Chase, and it is Trey. Currently filming at the moment, and and so we are, and because of how everything is set up, we're able to make things happen with it just being the three of us. And all three of us are hard workers, and we're able to set things up. And it was the Trojans' ball until the ball went out of bounds. So now it is the Sharks' ball. So Caleb has the ball, passes it, and another shot by Dalton Crosby, 9-1. What a nice shot. It's still possible to come back, but it would take a lot of hard work and a lot of pressure just to break down the Sharks' defense. And number 31 has the ball, passes it to number 10, passes it to number 31, and he is blocked. And it is the Sharks' ball. Dawson Crosby passing it in to number 2, Caden. Going down the court, easily sliding through his defenders. Passes it to Layla Kindness. Passes it to Caden Nelson. And with another score, 10-1. Wow. It is now the Trojans' ball. And number 31 has the ball, but he is blocked. And Dawson Crosby slightly passes it back and throws it to Caden Nelson. Tries to score, but it hits the side of the backboard. It hits the side of the goal. And it is now the Sharks' ball. Dalton Crosby passing it in. And passes it to Caleb. And Caleb with another shot. I guess the rolling Trojans aren't rolling out too much of their defense. Because as of right now, the Trojans are just the the Trojans are just having a little bit too much pressure put on them. Because from what it looks like, the Sharks is just biting through the defense. I I honestly still think that the the score still can uh, grow from the Trojans, but for right now, it just seems like their defense is just having a little bit. Uh, it seems like their defense is being broken down a little bit. It is the Trojans ball. And it seems like and there was a 3-second violation called. So now it is the Sharks ball. So the ball had went out of bounds. So it is the Trojans ball now. The score is still 11-1 with just under a minute left. And number 31 tries to shoot, but he is blocked by Caleb Jordan. What a nice block. And Dalton Crosby with another steal. And he tries to shoot, but he's unable to. And so Caden Nelson gets the ball. So he tries again, but he's unable to make it. So the ball is blocked multiple times, but those are some nice attempts. So that is the end of the fourth quarter. The score is still 11-1. The Sharks with the lead. These are some nice hustling skills from the Sharks, because their their awareness and their chair skills are really amazing. So the fifth quarter starts. And it is the Trojans ball. So number 31 tries to pass to number 12, but is unable to connect that pass. So it is now the Sharks ball. So Layla Kindness has the ball now. Passes back to Caden. But the defense is blocked off again. And Caleb with a nice try, but is unable to get that shot. And so the able body is coming down the court. With a nice shot, but Anthony Cutie blocks it. And here comes Kate Nelson down the court. And he was called for a violation because he wasn't able to stop his share in time. I honestly like how fast he's hustling down the court. So the ball had went out of bounds. So Champ Ryan passing it to Layla Kindness, going around the defense, passing it to Jaden Screen with a nice shot. And the goalie had brought the ball a little bit too far back, so that gave the Sharks another goal. So the score is 12-1. The Sharks are up. And the Trojans do not get the ball. And Layla and no, Caden gets the ball and going down the court. So he breaks through the defense, gives it to Caden, passes it to Jaden with a nice try, but the ball isn't able to go inside. The main thing I like about the Sharks is that they give all of their teammates a chance to try and score the goal, even with Jaden Screen, because they see him as a teammate, they appreciate him, they love him, and so that encourages them to give him a few chances at the goal. Even though he doesn't make it, he's still a really great player. Champ Ryan has the ball. Pass it. Tries to pass it, but is unable to. Passes it, or tries to pass it, but is unable to, and it goes out of bounds. So the Sharks has the ball. Caden coming down the court, Caden coming down the court. Passes to Jaden. And goes for another nice attempt at the basket. But now it is the Trojans' ball. With number 31 coming down the court. Passes it. And passes it right to Caden. And they are racing down the court. And with another nice goal from Caden, the score is 13-1. So it is the Trojans ball. Number 31 loses the ball, and we see Champ going down the court. Passes it to number 2. Passes it to Layla, number 11. Passes it to number 2, Caden. Passes it to Champ Ryan, number 31. Passes it back and gets the ball slapped out of his hands. And number 31 for the Trojans gets the ball. And number 10 has it with Layla Kindness picking him up. And he tries again, but there's a foul. And there was a foul. So number 10 for the Trojans is able to shoot 2. So here's their chance to try and get 2 free baskets. And the first one is unable to connect. And I thought he was able to get 2 shots, but instead it was 1. Caden coming down the court, number 2 for the Sharks. Passes it to Layla Kindness. Passes it to Jaden. Passes it to Caleb, but he's unable to get it. And Layla gets the ball, but there was something that happened. So it is now the Trojans' ball. Number 23 passing it in. Number 12. And I'm completely sorry about the time. I was not paying attention. But Trojans pass it in. Passes it to, and that is the end of the 5th quarter. And the Sharks are up 13-1. So I just got word that one of the Sharks' goals were taken away. So the score is 12-1. And from what I've seen throughout this game, I feel like the the Sharks are really doing a good job at this. And it is still the Sharks' ball. And Anthony Cutie is out of the goal and playing on the court. He passes to Caleb, passes it to Jaden, but he's unable to and throws it down the court, and Anthony is able to catch up and get it. And coming down the court, passes it to Dalton, passes it to Caleb, now to Jaden and to Asher. And Asher scores another goal, which makes it 13-1. So now it is the Trojans' ball. Number 10 coming down the court, being guarded by two players. Passes it to number 31, and his shot is blocked 2 times. And now Caleb gets it, passes it to Dalton, passes it to Anthony. Passes the ball to Caleb, now to Dalton, now to Jaden, now to Caleb, and to Asher. And his shot is blocked. And now it is the Sharks' ball again. So it was a foul on number 31 for the Trojans. So I believe so the Sharks get the ball back, and Anthony has it, passes it to Caleb, passes it to Dalton. Now and now the ball was slipped loose. Now the goalie comes out. Now number 31 has it, going down the court. And he tried to shoot, but was unable to connect. So now the Sharks has the ball. Dalton Crosby, now Caleb, now back to Dalton, and now it is the Trojans' ball. And number 10 passes it. But Dalton Crosby is able to take the ball, and now Caleb has it. Passes it back to Dalton. Passes it to Anthony. And now to Jaden. With those chair skills, he was able to stop on time. And Jaden is able to get the ball back through the crease, but passes it to Asher, and he loses the ball. And now the goalie has it. Passes it to number 31 for the Trojans. And it is tipped by Anthony. That was a good try. And number 10 for the Trojans has it. Passes it to number 31, but his shot is blocked. And now we see Dalton racing down the court to get the ball, but he's unable to. And it is now apparently the Trojans' ball. Now number 31 passes it to number 12 for the Trojans. Coming down the middle of the court. Passes it to number 10. And Dalton Crosby with the nice C. And the goalie comes back out and gets the ball. And number 10 has it. And number 31 almost hits the top, but he was just he was not able to connect his shot. And so the Sharks has the ball now. Anthony Cutie coming down the court. Passes the ball to Caden. Now Asher. And he shoots, but his shot is blocked. And it is now the Sharks' ball again. So Caleb was not able to get the ball, so now the goalie gets it, and he's currently out of the goal. But his shot was blocked, and so Anthony has it. Dalton coming down the court. And now Jaden has a shot, but gets blocked, but passes it to Asher. And Asher tries to shoot, but was unable to connect his shot. And Caleb almost had the ball, but it did not land in his hands. So now the Trojans have the ball. Number 31 coming down the court, passes to his goalie, number 12. Passes to number 10. And his shot was blocked. Passes to Dalton, but is unable to, but he gets it back. And gives it right to number 12. And number 31 for the Trojans has it. And Dalton somehow gets it back, going down half court. Passes it to Caleb. And that is the end of the game. And if you still and if you're still thinking about joining our media team, our website is www.disabilityconnections.com, and our phone number is 478-741-1425. And we appreciate everyone for watching.
Painted lines on fields so true, echoes ring from shoes and clues, battles fierce but hard.